it is very late and I'm just about to head to bed soon. But there's a lot going on right now, and I thought I would jump on and do a quick reading. However, it is so freaking cold here. It's like 5 degrees at night. So I've turned the heater off because you can hear it running in the background. And I just wanted to jump on and just do a quick energy update. There's been a lot going on, and so I thought I'd just do a quick check-in, see where things are at, and I'm hoping that tomorrow after work I'll have time to do a more substantial reading. All right, let's get started. I had to go through my deck and put little outfits on all of my cards because, I don't know, I've been getting flagged lately and I'm not exactly sure why that is. So I thought, well, we'll dress the characters and then see what happens. So I'm going to move out of the way. This is a really awkward spot for me to do a reading, but it is a flat surface, which is what I needed. All right. So let's just ask for some protection at this time as we bring through these messages. I want messages from Spirit, but only those messages that are sanctioned by the Most High. Okay, so, ooh, that spun around. I don't even know which way it actually first came out. Okay, so let's just read these cards as they came out. We have the first card that came out was the Ten of Cups, and so that is, of course, about happy endings, about, you know, just everything, all of the emotional fulfillment that you could ever want and hope for. The next card that came out was the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So the Seven of Pentacles is generally about looking at what you have planted, looking at what you have grown and manifested. So coming out in reverse, that tells me that right now the current energy is that of not observing and not taking a look at what it is that has manifested in regards to this idea of, you know, all of your hopes and dreams. Now, what is in the hidden position here is the Ace of Swords in reverse. So there is some untruths. If it was upright, we would say that these are truths. So there are some untruths that are hidden here about what it is. And maybe that is why we have not had the ability to take a look at what has been brewing or growing here. So let's just dive a little bit deeper. I do feel like using a different deck. All right, we're gonna pull from the Light Seers. Okay, so let's just get a clarification here for this row, and then that's pretty much all we're gonna do tonight, and I will endeavor to do another reading tomorrow. So what else? Okay, let's actually read this as a story. Okay, so we have got the Six of Swords here, and what I'm getting from this card is I'm really noticing the crows here, which seem to be pulling this lady. So it says to me that right now Spirit is guiding you on this journey. We've got Archangel Michael here behind the Temperance, and the Temperance is about bringing balance to a situation, balancing the sun and the moon, so what is conscious and what is hidden. We've got the Two of Wands, which is about making decisions. You can see that she's trying to look out the window and see what's outside, maybe to decide where she should go on her next journey here. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, which is about what it is that's going to bring us this abundance and fulfillment and leave us in a position where we're sitting pretty in life. Her eyes are closed here, so it's like she doesn't even have to open her eyes to manifest what it is that she wants. We've got Judgment. So Judgment is about reconciliation. Judgment is about learning from the mistakes of the past, and I suppose having the opportunity to redo things in a more enlightened way. You can see on this card here how liberated the woman looks. Okay, let's take a break and see if we can put this together here. So right now, what I'm seeing is just that being led here by the spirits and trying to balance the light and the dark and looking forward to what it is that where you're going next, to bring forward this sort of financial abundance and fulfillment, and in a way to have this release. There is still some untruths which have not yet been attended to. All right, let's add another row. We have got the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is about being stuck in your head. I mean, this isn't the general meaning of the Five of Swords. This is sort of the way that I'm interpreting this particular deck. I mean, the Five of Swords is usually about one person winning out at the expense of other two. But here, this is telling me that this is about a lot of anguish and mental conflict. We have got the Eight of Swords in reverse. So that is liberation from being wrapped up, being bound. So balancing out these, what is hidden and what is hidden and what is conscious, has allowed us to have some liberation, where before we had these dark, anguishing thoughts that caused us to drive ourselves, to allow spirit to drive us. With regards to the Two of Wands and looking forward into the future, we have got the Two of Cups, which can be about partnerships and new opportunities. It can also be about love relationships. With the Queen of Pentacles, we have got the King of Swords in reverse. So the King of Swords is adversary. It can mean relying too much on logic and not following our intuition. I don't know if I have anything else to say about this card at the moment. And then our final card is the King of Cups here. And the King of Cups is very much about balanced emotions, about emotional stability, moving from the heart space, keeping very much in line with his intuition. All right, so let's get a final word for the evening about the current situation here, and maybe if we need to turn that around, how it is that we can turn this situation around. Okay, this is about quick communication, and the Eight of Wands is about work, and with it in reverse, it says that the quick communication right now is not working, or rushing into something is not working. So it's asking us to obviously take a step back so that the truth that we need to see can come to light, and we can have a bit of time to reflect on the situation here. All right. Thanks, guys. I hope that helps you, and hopefully I'll be able to come back tomorrow for a more substantial reading. See ya!